Hello everyone, welcome to my program. My name is Dr. Lee. I come from Bukit Mentajam in the northern part of Peninsular Malaysia, and now I'm staying in Johor in a town called Kluang. So welcome everyone to my program. As you know, I'm now uploading my own book which I published in 2 languages, Dwi Bahasa, in Bahasa Melayu and in English. So actually, when I first started my level 1, when I published this book, many of you bought this book. Not necessarily you, but many people bought this book. And what happened was that those who bought book 1 requested me to explain in Bahasa Melayu, because they say through this way it'll be easier to understand. So I agreed, and that is why this book is very special. It's written in Bahasa Melayu and in English as well. My third book is back to the first book, meaning to say my third book is totally in English. But this book, the explanation part only is in 2 languages. Of course, the exercises are in English because this is an English grammar book. Okay, so this book 2 has a total of 40 lessons or 40 different topics, all grammar. So you can see, you can access the standard by yourself. Is it too easy for you or too difficult for you or just nice? Okay, so I will go straight to the lesson. This is lesson 38, the second video, and the topic is positive and negative statements. If you have this book, you can turn to page 124. 124, you can get the you can see this page if you have this book. And for this video, I will be doing exercise 3 and exercise 4. Okay? So this exercise is on negative statements, and you change to negative questions, and this is also negative questions. So what is the difference? The difference is the word not. You see, for this one, you change to, like example, I am not, change to I will not. And then this part is what we call the short form of the negative question. Okay, so you are supposed to do that. Now exercise 4 is the same thing. The only difference is that exercise 3 I do it in a table form. It's a table. But exercise 4 I write the sentence up. Okay, so the format is different, but then the answers are still the same. So I am not, when you change to a negative questions, there are 2 ways. One is the long way, are you not? And the short form is aren't you? Now this word, I have heard, people saying aren't. So I was a bit curious when when I call students to read, and sometimes when I talk to people, they say aren't like this, So I was thinking, because all this while I have been teaching aren't, and suddenly I hear people say aren't. It's not one, quite a few. So I decided to check. So I checked both pronunciations. So I would like to share with you that this word, whether it is American pronunciation or British pronunciation, it is aren't. So you can check as well. Okay, you can check from your computer or from your smartphone. The pronunciation is aren't. So do not say aren't. Okay, this one, you will not, will becomes I. Shall I not? Shan't I? So when we ask questions, we use shall. And remember, shall is for I and we. So we sometimes say will I, we say shall I. we use it as a suggestion. Okay? And then when we change to the negative short form, it becomes shan't I. So again, this word, I have seen, shallant, S-H-A-L-L and then N''T, which is wrong. There is no such word as shallant, but there is a word called shan't. So do remember it is shan't. Alright? You will not, shall we not, shan't we? Because you know why? You is I, change to I, and then you also you change to we. Because I and we, when you change to you, it becomes you only. Because you can represent one person, you can represent many people. Okay? They would not becomes would they not, or wouldn't they? They must not becomes must they not, or mustn't they? You have not, you becomes I, have I not, or haven't I? She has not, has she not, hasn't she? It had not, had it not, hadn't it? I shall not, will you not? I becomes you. When you use will, it becomes, when it is you, it becomes will. Shall is for I and we. So won't you? Again, this word won't. Won't and shan't, very special. Do not. Again, I have seen this shallant, S-H-A-L-L''T. So I would like to say that it's not right to say shallant or willn't. No, it is won't or shan't. Okay? You will not, shall I not, shan't I. This side is the same. It's the same. The only thing is it's not in a table form. It's one up, one up, one down, one down. So Nizam has not. When you change to the negative sentence, has Nizam not? Hasn't Nizam? He is not. Is he not? Isn't he? Could not becomes could, separately not or couldn't. He will not. Will he not? Won't he? Remember, it's not willing. Laura would not. Would Laura not? Wouldn't Laura? We could not. Could you not? Couldn't you? Should not becomes should, separately not or shouldn't. You must not. Must I not? Mustn't I? Are not becomes are and not separately and then aren't. He was not. Was he not? Wasn't he? Aru cannot. Can Aru not? Can't Aru? We are not. Are you not? Aren't you? Aren't you? And this word I mentioned before this video. Before this I did mention, I do hear students saying can. C-A-N, can. C-A-N''T, can. So when I teach, I say can't. I follow the British system, it's easier. Especially if you are teachers. You teach your students can. So actually, is it can or cannot? Why? English is our second language. We have to make it as clear as possible to students so that they don't get confused. So for me, if can, I say can. If cannot, I say can't. So students are very clear, They know what I'm saying. Rather than to say can, can't. So is it can or cannot? Like this. Although it's not wrong, that's the American way of pronunciation. The Americans say can, can't. Can, can't. So you listen to, oh, can't. And then the stronger can't. And then can. Then, oh, can't, that is cannot. For us, I would suggest, make it clear so that people don't, people don't get confused, and start thinking, so is it can or cannot? When people have to answer 3 or 4 times, or people want to double check, that means our presentation is not clear enough. Okay, so especially for teachers, try to make it as clear as possible so that students don't get confused. Now let me read The first one, Nizam has not been to Singapore before. So when we change to the negative question, has Nizam not been to Singapore before? Hasn't Nizam been to Singapore before? Now why do we ask like this? Because we are surprised. That's why. So our eyes will be very big when we ask. He is not watching television with his brother. Is he not watching television with his brother? Isn't he watching television with his brother? That means we are surprised. Okay? When we say that, we think that he is actually doing it. But then is not doing it. The workers could not enter the old building. Could the workers not enter the old building? Couldn't the workers enter the old building? That means we think they could. Actually, they couldn't, so we are surprised. He will not invite his cousin to his wedding. Will he not invite his cousin to his wedding? Won't he invite his cousin to his wedding? Surprise. Laura would not let the cat into the house. Would Laura not let the cat into the house? Wouldn't Laura let the cat into his house? We could not finish all the food on the table. Could you? Okay, we becomes you. So could you not finish all the food on the table? Couldn't you finish all the food on the table? The pupils should not play in the rain. Should the pupils not play in the rain? Shouldn't the pupils play in the rain? You cannot say should not, isn't it? Yes. And you must not throw the rubbish on the floor. And then you change to I. Must I not throw rubbish on the floor? Mustn't I throw rubbish on the floor? Maybe an innocent child might ask the teacher that, or someone, some adults. The children are not feeling sleepy. Are the children not feeling sleepy? Aren't the children feeling sleepy? He was not able to climb up the tree. Was he not able to climb up the tree? I'm surprised. Or wasn't he able to climb up the tree? Aru cannot take part in the chess competition. Can, so cannot, so change to can Aru not take part in the chess competition? Can't Aru take part in the chess competition? We are not playing badminton in the school hall. We change to you. So, are you not playing badminton in the school hall? Aren't you playing badminton in the school hall? Okay, so when we ask, we are surprised. Now, to let you know, it is more common to use the short form, negative, really. Okay, this very seldom because it's not very, but it's more formal. This is a formal way, but it is not wrong. That's why I share with you. Okay, but most of the time we use this. We usually use the short form. Okay, like aren't, shan't, won't, rather than will not, because that is formal, very formal. Okay, so we usually use aren't, shan't, the short form. Okay, so that's all for this session. Do give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you like to buy my books, level 1, level 2 or both, please email to me. And if you like to learn speaking, okay, oral English, you can go to my TikTok or my Instagram. You can learn. It's quite fun actually. Okay, so that's all for this session. I will see you again in the next video, number 3. This is video number 2. Okay, so goodbye everyone.